Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sportsnet Media video. I am your host Andrew today, and we have a little bit of a change of scenery today. So today we are going to be taking a deep dive into NBA 2K20, and we are going to be looking at the potential 2020 NBA playoffs matchups. So obviously the NBA might not possibly have the playoffs this season, so we're going to take a look at what might could be or what might could have been had we had the NBA 2020 playoffs. Really excited for you guys joining us, and comment down below who you think will win these matchups. Right now I'm going to predict that the Nuggets come out of the West and the Toronto Raptors come out of the East. I'm not really sure who can win that matchup, but that's just my prediction for who will get there. So, thank you guys so much for joining us, and with that, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so we are here in our first potential sweep. We have the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. Boston leads the series 3-0, but right now Philadelphia is up 103-102. Richardson has the ball. There's about a minute left in the game. Now Ben Simmons gives it to Joel Embiid. Embiid in the post. Can he get the point? Oh, back out to Harris. Harris missed the shot. Still up by one, but not a lot of time left here. Marcus Smart down in the post to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum lays it in. Jason Tatum, clutch player for them in the playoffs. Might help potentially have won them the series there. Ben Simmons dribbling up the court, and they call a timeout. So the Philadelphia 76ers decide to call a timeout. We'll be back after this timeout. And we're back after that timeout. Ben Simmons dribbling the ball. Joel Embiid setting the screen. Embiid in the post. Gives it to Embiid. Can Embiid make something happen? Embiid lays it in. 105-104 with 43 seconds left to go. Kemba dribbling down the court. He's looking for someone open. Trying to use that offensive magic to make something happen. Gordon Hayward in the post lays it in. 106-105 with 34 seconds left. This might be their last possession of the game, and they need to make a count here. Probably a 3 would be best for them, but Embiid goes straight to the rack. 107-106, timeout. Celtics here. Come on. That's absolute insanity. Back after the timeout, Daniel Theis passes it in to Kemba Walker. Can Kemba make something happen to help win the Celtics series here? They're going in. Kemba looking. Daniel Theis sets the screen. Kemba goes to the rack. Can he finish it? No, he can't. 10 seconds left and they have to foul. Oh, you better hope that Ben Simmons misses some of those free throws. Oh, here we go. He's passing back in. Ben Simmons, and they foul him straight away. And Ben Simmons, probably not the guy that you want at the free throw line, but we'll see if he makes them both here. Now it's Ben Simmons. 8.5 seconds left. Can he make this first shot? And he misses it. Oh my goodness. He could have won the game for Philadelphia there. But he misses the first. Can he make the second? Ben Simmons makes the second. It's 108-106, but the Celtics still have a chance here. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Kemba down the floor. Kemba, he's going to have to take a contested 3. Can he make it? No! And Philadelphia stays in the series as Boston now leads 3-1. And it does look like we have our first team moving on in the playoffs here. It is the Milwaukee Bucks. What else would you have expected? They win here 105-87 and win the series in a sweep 4-0. And we may have our second potential team moving on. The Miami Heat, 3-1 lead. They're down by 1. Jimmy goes straight to the rack and gets it. Timeout Pacers. Jimmy buckets straight to the rack. And now we're back here after the timeout. Miles Turner passing in the ball. That's Warren. Warren gets the foul and won. 94-93 now with the chance to make it 95. Let's see if he can nail this free throw here. Very close game here in Miami. TJ Warren gonna take the shot. Let's see. 45 seconds left, and he nails it. 95-93. Miami needs to close out the series 3-1 right now. They don't want them trying to come back here. Jimmy Butler with the ball in his hands, passes it, and makes it. Andre Iguodala. Timeout, Pacers again. Cold-blooded. Miami Heat. Miles Turner passes it in to Oladipo, who looks like he's healthy for the playoffs. Oladipo dribbling, trying to find some room. Doesn't look like he can get anything right now. Might look for Brogdon. Oh, Domantas Sabonis sets a screen. Oladipo looking, trying to create some room. Almost loses the ball. He's going to have to take the shot. Sabonis takes the shot, and he misses it. 10 seconds left, and they have to foul. And that might be the way Miami moves on here. Goran Dragic going to take the shots here for them. Goran Dragic nails the first one. 2-point lead. Can they make it 3? Goran Dragic, can he be clutch here? And Goran makes it 98-95. Pacers use their last timeout with 10 seconds left in the game. That was cold-blooded by the Miami Heat. And now this might be the potential last shot of the game. And he passes it into Warren. Warren trying to create some room. He might go straight to the rack. Doesn't make sense here. Need the 3. Brogdon, their 3-point specialist, can't nail it in. And Miami, the second team to move on in this simulation. 98-95. They win 4-1 in the series. And we have another team moving on. Toronto Raptors leading the series 3-1. Ice out the Brooklyn Nets and win 116-93. So no Kawhi, but they do move on here. And we do have the first team coming out of the West, and that is the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead the series 3-1, and they're going to win here 125-100. Memphis is trying to look for something to carry in to next year's playoffs. They put up a good fight, won one game, but there's not really much that you can do against LeBron, Anthony Davis, Danny Green, Dwight Howard, and company. They're just too strong, and it looks like Rondo is going to dribble out the clock here as the Los Angeles Lakers have officially moved on to the next round. So we have our first upset of the NBA playoffs. The Houston Rockets beat my choice for the West, the Denver Nuggets, 4-2 in this series. So Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Robert Covington, PJ Tucker, and Eric Gordon, they were able to get it done here as Denver Nuggets should try to find something to build off of here late, but it looks like the Houston Rockets are going to be moving on as the number 6 seed. And now we are here with the Mavericks and the Clippers. Paul George dribbling. The Clippers are looking to win this series 4-2 here, but the Mavericks trying to stay in it. Paul George nails the 3. Cold-blooded. 111-109. Close game here. Can Luka bring the Mavericks back in it and potentially get this series to 3-3? They were the Clippers were up 3-1, and Kristaps loses the ball out of bounds. Are you kidding me? That's a mistake you can't make in the NBA playoffs. Montrezl Harrell passes the ball into Paul George, up one possession. You know they're looking to take it straight to the rack. Paul George tries to make some room, almost loses the ball, passes it to Harrell. Harrell looking for Morris, but passes it back to George. And now Harrell on some kind of end around to Beverly. Beverly's going to try to drive inside and gets it. Grown man moves from Patrick Beverly. 113-109 here. Jalen Brunson dribbling the ball downfield. Luka's like, I'm open. Pass it, and Luka does get the ball. And Luka trying to find some room. Puts up a shot, and it looked like Morris almost handed that ball to Luka Doncic, but they're going to have to foul Paul George here. And it looks like the Clippers will be moving on in this series 4-2. Okay, so when all seemed lost here, Luka Doncic nailed the 3, and now it's 115 to 112. If they can hold out the Clippers here, they might have a chance. Paul George nails the 3, and that will end the series 118 to 112. Wow. Oh my goodness, and a final shot goes in at the end. So 118 to 115, but that was insane final seconds. Paul George cold-blooded, and the Clippers are going to move on to the next round. So what started out as a 3-0 sweep lead for the Boston Celtics is now a winner-go-home game, and the Celtics get a steal here. Marcus Smart blocked by Al Horford. That was insane. Ben Simmons gonna pass it to Richardson. Richardson takes the shot, and he nails it. So Boston Celtics may have lost the 3-0. They may have blown the 3-0 lead here. Marcus Smart had a chance to go straight to the rack and just absolutely blew it. Now we're back here after the timeout. Daniel Tice looking for Kemba Walker. Passes in. He's trying to make some things happen because they are in a winner-go-home game. After that 3-0 lead, and Embiid gets the rebound, and they're going to have to foul him. And not looking good for the Boston Celtics here. So Embiid nailed one of the buckets there, but missed one, and Jason Tatum takes a contested 3. Cannot hit it, and they have to foul again. And it is not looking good for the Boston Celtics. They lost that 3-0 lead and now potentially have lost the series. How can you blow such a lead? I mean, 3-1 is one thing, but when you're up 3-0 and you had the chance to win 4-0 and you just blow it, and Embiid misses one here. Jason Tatum gonna try to make something happen, I guess. Kemba takes a shot and almost nails it, but 76ers get the upset victory here, 113 to 107, as the Celtics blow that 3-0 lead. So now we're here with what has quietly been one of the most interesting matchups. The OKC Thunder and Utah Jazz went to 7 games, but the Jazz look to have gotten blown out here. Maybe the Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell relationship is severed, and that just can't be repaired. Donovan Mitchell takes a shot but doesn't go in, and it looks like the Thunder going to pull up the upset victory here. Very close series. It was, tied a lot of times, and now they get the lead after 3-3 and a winner-go-home game. Nerlens Noel going to take it here and puts it back. Wow, and that's just, a little bit of fire thrown on this game. The Utah Jazz may look to rebuild after this insane game here. So, the OKC Thunder blow out the Jazz in this winner-go-home game here. And so, after taking the first series to 7 games, the Thunder weren't able to get it done here. Must have been tuckered out, and the Lakers just take advantage. Chris Paul gets a late game layup, but nothing really here for them. And the Lakers, do what everyone expected them to do. Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Danny Green, and company decide to move on here. Rondo just dribbling it up. James, handling it like a point forward, passes it to Danny Green. Davis sets a screen. Danny Green goes straight to the rack. Passes it out, and Davis nails it. 100-84 now. 17 seconds left. Doesn't look to be any hope for the Thunder, and Chris Paul just going to pass the ball around. Very, very sad for him here, as he did get to move on in the first round, but lost to his old pal LeBron, and a final shot there for Shai Gilgeous. But overall, just a very sad loss here, as the Lakers are going to beat them in a sweep 4-0. And so the 76ers here, after getting knocked out by the Toronto Raptors last season with Kawhi's game-winning shot, decide we're not going to do that again. So Philadelphia took a 3-1 lead and decided to blow the Raptors out in Game 5 121 to 101. Tobias Harris going to take the shot here, most likely. Contested three, and almost a good, but it wasn't. So nothing the Raptors can do. They're going to lose in Scotiabank Arena, and Van Vliet just going to probably dribble out the clock, pass it to Lowry. Lowry takes a shot and makes it, but blowout win here for the 76ers. Ben Simmons going to dribble it up the court. It was an insane series last year. We saw Kawhi hit that game winner, but here it looks like it will be a blowout as a 4-1 series lead for Philadelphia after a 121 to 103 victory. And so after that Philadelphia 76ers series win, we have another upset. Miami leading the series 3-1. Absolutely blew out the Bucks. This is something no one expected. Jimmy Butler, Kendrick Nunn, and company go ahead and take the victory here. Jimmy misses that late bucket, but a 3-1 series and 4-1 win over Giannis Antetokounmpo's Milwaukee Bucks. Does this signal the end of the Bucks' run, as Giannis may look to leave in free agency next season? And so after getting a 3-2 lead on the Rockets, the Clippers go ahead and finish it out here, 99 to 89. The Clippers win and move on to face the Los Angeles Lakers in the conference finals. So we are here with the Lakers-Clippers series. Lakers lead 3-2. You see that block there, and it's a 104 to 98 most likely victory. Just have to look at the closing seconds here, but the Lakers lead the series 3-2, and LeBron, Anthony Davis do what everyone expected them to do, make it to the finals, and they are gonna win here as Rondo's gonna head to the free throw line to knock down two more, potentially. One more possession here, 24 seconds after these free throws, but very interesting here because the team has never been matched up in the same stadium before for all 7 games, so that's kind of crazy. Rondo missed the first one here. Could have been an easy one to knock down. Let's see if he can hit the second one. Rondo banks it in. 105, the Clippers call timeout. We will be back after this timeout here. Final closing shots. The Lakers do win 105 to 98 here and win the series. And Paul George and Kawhi Leonard may be leaving in free agency after not be able to best the Lakers in the West. We'll have to see what happens, but this really does bring up some questions. But the Lakers, no question here, are the Western Conference champions. Okay, so after the 76ers leading 3-1, they lost the next 2 games and brought it to a Game 7 with the Heat, a 4-6 seed matchup, mind you. But then the Philadelphia 76ers decide that they can close it out. Backcourt violation by Jimmy Butler. That's weird, but anyways, they close it out here, 112 to 93. So our matchup in the finals is going to be the Lakers and the 76ers. So didn't get either of those teams correct, but we'll see what the matchup is. I'm predicting the Lakers are going to win. Even though the 76ers have had a tough path to get here as the 6th seed, they've had to play a lot of tough teams, including the Heat, who beat the Bucks, and they had to play the Celtics round 1. They came back from that 3-0 deficit, and we'll see them move on as champions here, as you see Joel Embiid holding up the trophy. And so NBA 2K believes that if the 2020 playoffs had happened, our matchup would be the Lakers and the 76ers. Lakers as the number 1 seed, 76ers as the 6th seed. Let's see how this turns out. It's a 2-1 lead for the Lakers right now. And so after taking the series 3-1, LeBron, Anthony Davis win it here, most likely win the NBA Finals. They lead 3-1 and they're up 106 to 89. So unless some miracle happens here, highly doubt, and it looks like they're going to dribble out the clock. So the Los Angeles Lakers are the 2020 NBA champions according to NBA 2K. If it had happened, LeBron gets another ring, Davis gets to celebrate. Does this mean he's coming back in free agency? It signals the magnitude of his decision now with winning this championship. Does he need to come back, or can he win it on his own, is the question now. But no question here, the Lakers win it here in Staples Center. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid got so close, winning so many comebacks, had so many game 7s, but the Lakers, as you see them holding up the trophy as LeBron wins Finals MVP, the Lakers win it here. You can see them celebrating in the locker room. Very nice for Anthony Davis and LeBron as they get their championship that they so desired. So after some interesting matchups, we do see the Los Angeles Lakers still win the championship here 4-1. LeBron was your Finals MVP, and we had a lot of interesting things go down here. You saw the 76ers came back as the 6th seed, made it to the finals, but they were no match for the Lakers and Anthony Davis, LeBron James. So thank you guys so much for watching another episode of SportsStat Media here. I was your host, Andrew, and I want to thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this video and enjoyed watching the potential of what could have been in the 2020 NBA playoffs, or what still might have been, it's not been decided if they will come back with the 2020 NBA playoffs. If you like this video, go ahead and like it down below and subscribe to see more videos like this. We will be doing more NBA videos in the future, and if you don't think the Lakers are going to win the championship, or if you think someone different will come out in the East, comment your takes down below if you disagreed. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.